Make death to America great again.
Hello, what's going on? Let me just go away. A little bit of U-turn here. See what we have here. I'm not sure you could just see it. The quality of the camera is horrible. Look at this building. It's been damaged, vandalized by lots of youth. This is not one of the greatest part of the Tehran, but this is capital of the Iran, northeast side. Anyway, so what are we doing? I don't know. Just want to goof around. I haven't talked to you guys in English language, so this is going to be a short rambling in English. There are melon, they're selling watermelon, and people are busy on the streets and the sidewalk and whatever. Every corner is just busy. Busy. So life here is like this. Let me just do a quick U-turn here. There's nothing to see here. It's just been, this is the end of the streets. Let me just do a little bit U-turn. Sorry about that. Okay, that was a dead end, so I had to do a U-turn. As you can see, the traffic here is just fascinating. You could just drive the way, whatever you want to do, anything you have to do. I'm out of focus. Let me just show you guys here. It's just a tiny sandwich shops. They're tiny, small spots and stores all around the place, and people shopping for vegetables and groceries and whatever you could possibly think. Slippers and what is it? The baseball bat, hats, caps. Let me just focus on my own stupid driving here. This fucking idiot just bumped my own bike. Doesn't matter. Here it doesn't matter. Just have to go away. Move on with your own life. Nobody cares. It's just like a bumper cars. And he was just smoking, so he couldn't just use his own stupid brakes. Yeah, I'm not busy. I don't have to go fast. It's just this noisy traffic. It's just moving on, and this is a part of the Tehran. This is a part of the Middle East. As you can see, there's 98,000 tumans Iranian currency, and that melon is yeah, they're selling it like $3 a kilogram, and oh my god, this is really crazy, man. Anyway, look at this guy with his own wife, I'm assuming. So this is a fucking idiot, man. I mean, look at the guy. He was just answering the phone, and while traffic filtering in the opposite direction, which is fascinating, and delivering the food for some stupid people. Anyway, there's a guy right next to me with his own wife, and I'm assuming he has shopped with the Iranian coupons. The Iranian, food stamps. Iran has started a new food stamps system, and everyone gets I don't know, $6 a month or $5 a month worth of some very specific foods. I mean, basic foods like basic groceries like cooking oil and yogurts and some other things like that. I'm assuming that because this guy has his own, basic foods with him, like oh my god, I've lost my own tracks. I don't know what to say. I mean, take a look at this stupid traffic here, and don't expect me to just focus on my own rambling. So yeah, Iran has started a new subsidiary system, and because of the crazy inflation, it's just hitting the poor community, and they have no idea how to manage that for like 45 years by the time I'm talking to you guys. So they ran out of the idea, so it is what it is. And the closed door, I'm just focus a little bit here. This is the Iranian Suez system, as you can see right next to me at the right side. It's a tiny ditch here. It has a really nasty water streaming inside of it. It comes from Suez system of the houses and the building and businesses here and whatever. But never mind, people are having their own life here. The other side, you could observe there's lots of shops dedicated to mechanics and repair shops. And as I said before, the Iran has started a new food stamps system to help the poor people. That was just brilliant. The guy behind it is just honking at me. It's just burst out there to say, they don't let me go. So what do you expect to do? As you can hear me now, I haven't talked to anyone, so my English is really rusty right now. And don't expect me to just be fluent on my own stupid English. I haven't talked to anyone. I have no one to talk to, and this traffic doesn't help anyone. So as I said before, again, Iran has started a stupid food stamp system, and it was supposed to, help the underprivileged and the poor people, just simply poor people. But you don't know who's poor because people hiding their own assets and businesses, and they're doing shady businesses and underground activities. Everyone is doing it. I mean, when you see traffic like this, don't expect the people honesty and the community is just doing some stupid fucking idiot. Move a bit. Fucking idiot. Okay, so don't expect people being honest, and don't expect the government support this kind of system. So this has just been going back and forth between the government and the people. And again, this corruption is just making the rich more rich and poor more poor, and make a huge gap between the society's classes, and especially making it harder and harsher for the poor people. Let me just fix my own stupid. So I had, I'm sorry, I had my own top box behind me, is just loose and was just about to drop, and I had oranges inside of it, so I had to fix it up. So sorry about that. It was a little bit of stopping over there. Wow, man, this is brilliant. This is just brilliant. This is a cop car doing a brilliant job. And he's on the phone. As a Iranian cop, he's on his own phone. And expect the love from that. So, as I said, it's a really funny community in Middle East. And when people are just, right now, is just rambling and talking, everybody talks about Palestine and Israel. And don't expect much from that, because Palestinians are corrupt, same as people right here we're going to see. And I'm not trying to insult people or something like that. It's just reality of the people. They are corrupt. And if they were actual Muslim, they would help each other. They would just build their own community. I mean, they didn't have inequality. I mean, just take a look at that airdrop aids, which you could just see it on the internet and Instagram and YouTube or whatever. And you could just see some very few people just fighting over the aids, and they're just grabbing, and nobody's sharing anything. That is not the civilized community. It's just dumb fuck. I mean, I don't expect culture from Middle East. I have no idea how the Muhammad, Jesus, Moses did any law and business with these people. I mean, I'm not insulting the race or something like that. I'm not insulting the Muslim community. I'm not insulting the Jewish or whatever. It's just Middle Eastern DNA. It just comes with it. Lawlessness, craziness, disrespectful. I mean, it's just, I'm out of the word. I'm not trying to sell you to just being agree with me or something like that. It's just, it comes with it. It comes with it. I mean, just take a look around. That was a car driving around, whatever they want to do. No one has a helmet on. These are the bikes. Drivers are doing the same way. Everyone is doing their own business. It's just randomized, like insects. So, and one of the interesting facts about the Islam, I mean, the world sees this and say, look at that. These are the Muslims. Muslims are doing this. Muslims are doing that. These are not the Muslims. They don't represent the Islamic community. Islam is dead. There's no Muslim left. I'm not trying to say that Christianity has, better values or something like that, but take a look around. They have more culture, they have more morality, and regardless of their own beliefs, they respect some basic human rights. But it's not about Islam. I mean, Iranians are loving to blame it on mullahs or ayatollahs. But it's not about ayatollahs. It's not about the mullahs. It's not about Islam, anything. Anyway, it wasn't. Even thousands of years before the Islam, it was like this. Because people are corrupt. And if you just read the Bible, read the Torah, read the Quran, you're going to read. I mean, believe it or not, you're going to read stories about the Muslim, the believers of the Middle Eastern people, which God even blamed them for corruption and just insult them and just, I'm looking for the proper word, I can't find it, but because of the traffic, doesn't help to focus on the subject. But anyway, so even God have no idea how to deal with the people like this. And one of the Islamic column, in Islamic belief, there is a column of the, which is, spiritual thing is called, what was that? It's kind of Islamic tax. I mean, you have to pay that kind of a tax to be called Muslim. So nobody in Middle East ever pay for that. No one even believe it. And if you even go to the countries which just doing well, as you might say well, like the Abu Dhabi or Kuwait or Saudi Arabia or something like that, you're gonna face the first-hand corruption there as well, and which is really frustrating. I mean, just thinking those are supposed to be something well-off community, but you're gonna see like corruption and I forgot the word I'm looking for. I haven't talked to anyone in English, so this conversation is just been going dumb. Sorry about that. But anyway, the corruption and lack of morality in the Middle East doesn't help not Israel nor Palestinians. And Israel wants to, Israel is radical. They think everything has to be based on the, law and order or something like that, and people must to have some sense of a, responsibility or something. But at the same time, the Palestinians are not, the other counterpart. Palestinians aren't, well off, and they are being corrupt for lots of years. There is income equality and class inequality and lack of morals and lack of educations. So at the same time, Israel expect them more and more. They're pushing more and more for morality and the safetyness and being well off or something. At the same time, pouring the money, but they have no idea how to manage that money, and the community doesn't help. Like this aid drops, as I said before, the community is just doesn't, they can manage to have some sense of a, balance on a checks and balance between what people could just get from the living in the sense of a another state beside the Israel. So this doesn't help. They're not going to be a two-state solution, because Israel people are it's not about the Islam or Jewish system. People just saying anti-Semitic or anti-Muslim, Islamic phobic or something like that. It's not about any religion. It's not argue about any types of religion. Regardless of the religion, those are two completely different community. That was a bikers, no helmets, no regulation, no nothing. They're riding around and having their own good times. It is what it is. You should just, when you come to the Middle East, you're going to live like these people. You're going to drive like these people. You're going to behave like these people. Don't expect different types of things just because you're, the Christian, Muslim, Jewish, or whatever. As I said before, it doesn't matter what your background tells you. You have to live with the people. And you're going to, cave in. At the same time, you're going to compromise your own integrity and, beliefs or whatever with the other people. So that is the crazy part, because every generation teaches other generation to become a corrupt. This is a Iranian cop bike. Traffic cop car, cop squad. And as you can see, people are just parking whatever they want to do. They're just opening their own doors and doing their own business and looking around. It's just completely free, standing in the middle of the streets. So, as I said before, you're going to adapt yourself to this kind of community. And this is the horrible part, when you just become like everybody else. And you're going to teach the next generation, and after that, another generation. And the sense of entitlement to the community to not be judged and not be changed ever. It's just been horrible. And this has nothing to do with Islam, Jewish, or whatever. This is just corruption, simply corruption. Palestinians are corrupt, and they expect to have more rights. They could have just that. I'm not saying Israel is a great state or whatever, the human rights or whatever. I'm not talking about Israel. But if you just judge, let me just focus on the stupidity of this four-way intersection. It's just brilliant. Take a look at that. We're doing a U-turn at the middle of the intersection, and right here, people are parking in a quadruple, tetrapel, whatever you call. Anyway, any spot you could just park, it's just fine. So, just imagine tomorrow come here and tell people you're not supposed to park here. You're supposed to park in a parking spot. You have to. If you can't do that, you're gonna get fines, and fines are really expensive. You can't do that. You can't just change this community. You can't just come tomorrow and expect people are just following the new law, the new order, the new morality. You can't expect people just following that. So there you go. It takes 70 years between Palestine and Israel, and the Palestinians didn't want to change, didn't expect to change, and it comes and goes. And Israel didn't tolerate that. I'm not standing on any side of this issue, but Israel didn't tolerate that, and they become radical and just say, fuck it, we're going to take your own land, so deal with it. And they enforce the law, and they push them over the border at the West Bank, the Gaza. And instead of compromising, the Iranian state just push them to the corner, because Iranian state love having the enemy, so they could just use it as excuse for, working on their own military state type of government, and crackdown and oppression on the people based on this system. So the Iranian use this conflict between Israel and Palestine for their own benefits, and brainwashing people as they are the good side of these systems. And Hamas is doing the same. Hamas is not a terrorist organization. It's just selfish organization, crazy organization. They're not terrorists. Terrorists have their own goals. They don't have any goals. They just want chaos. And when you have chaos, you could just government, and based on the Machiavelli's system, you could just government your own community. And this is just frustrating for Israel parts, because they want a morality. They are radicals, and they want safe sense or safe states or whatever right next to this Palestinian people. But at the same time, you have to see it from the other side. Like Americans, they would just want stability in Middle East, and they want to just have business in Middle East. They don't want to have a chaos or something if they're not benefits from that. So they're just pushing the both sides, but they know they can't do that anything, because neither side wants to change. They're both radicals, and they don't want to change. And even if they want to change, as I said before, like example of changing this streets law, people can't just do it in 1 day or 1 year or 2 years, 3 years, 70 years. It goes generation after generation. So when you say when this is going to be a stop, when this is going to be over, it's not going to be over. I'm doing illegal driving right here. As you can see, I'm doing completely illegal driving, and nobody cares. I'm not proud of it. I'm just showing you. You have to compromise with the chaos in your own community. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. This is fucked up, I know, but this is a pure example of how the community in Middle East works. It's not about the Palestinians, it's not about the Israel, it's not about the Jewish state, Muslim state. I wish really there was even any types of morality based on their religion has ever possibly left in the Middle East. They haven't left. Let me just do a fucking U-turn here and push it to the end. Having a good time. Yeah, I'm scared if I ever become like these people, if I become like completely brainwashed every day, waking up, doing some jobs, I mean dirty jobs, making money, fucking my wife, beating my children, going on a vacation, eating and sleeping, and again and lying and cheating. I'm scared of doing everything. I wish I could just move around and go places to places, but it doesn't build for someone like me. We don't have human rights. Anyway, I have fucked with my own brains out talking shit. Sorry about that. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Peace out.